Hey Book Dragons, I am so glad that you've joined me on the channel today. I've got a list of books that are coming out in 2025 that I am super excited about, and I want to share that excitement with all of you. Now, not all of these books on the list will be day one reads for me. I'll just put that right out there. That's not really going to be possible for me this year because I've got so many other books I want to read. But there are a few on the list that will be day one reads that I've already planned on that I am going to read when they release. And I'll let you know what those are as we go along, okay? So grab a snack, grab a drink if you want one, and let's get to it. All right, got my eyes on. So the first book on this list is The Bones Beneath My Skin by T.J. Klune. And I've been really excited to hear about a new T.J. Klune book, and when I saw the announcement for this, I was just super excited. It came out on February 25th, so it's already out, but I did want to put it on this list just so you are all aware of it, because maybe you weren't aware that he had a new book that came out. Now, this will not be a day one read for me. Of course, it came out on the 25th, so day one has already passed. And I don't know when I'll get to it, but I do want to eventually. Okay, so the next book on this list is The Remnants of Dawn by Elliot Brooks. And this is supposed to come out on March 18th from what she said on her channel. If you guys know Elliot Brooks, she's a booktuber. She has a couple of different channels, and she recently announced that, barring any hiccups, March 18th is going to be the release date for the ebook version of her new book. Now, the print version may come later, or it may be on the same day. We're just not sure yet. But the ebook is coming, and I'm really excited to eventually read this. I read her first book, Peace and Turmoil, and I thought it was a really fun read. So I hope to get this book and get to read it as well. I'm very excited about it. So the next book on this list is Corruption of Fate by Lygia DeWitt. This is the third book in her Bradais Pledge series. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. I have read the first two books. I really enjoyed both of them, and I've been waiting on the third book in the series. I don't know if this is going to be the final book, but it is the third book, and I'm really excited to read it. I was given an arc for the book, and I told her I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to read it right away, but I'm going to do my best to. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to get to that one. Okay, so the next book on the list is A Drop of Corruption by Robert Jackson Bennett. This comes out April 1st. I already got my pre-order in for the hardcover, and I will be reading this one on day one, guys. Day one. So April 1st comes. As soon as it gets in my hot little hands, I am going to be all over that book. I can hardly wait to read the second installment. The Tainted Cup was a fantastic read, so I'm so excited. All right, the next one is Hearts of Glass Living in the Real World. This is a book by Patrick Green. Patrick is a friend of mine, and he sent me a PDF copy of this to read ahead of time. I'm going to do my very best to get to that as well, because that book comes out April 5th, and I really want to be part of kind of the release stuff and the promotion of it for him. I don't know a whole lot about the book, but it sounds like something that would be up my alley, so I'll let you guys know as soon as I've read it, do a book review and everything like that. But check it out if you're interested. I'll be posting more information once the purchase links go live and everything like that. So the next one on this list is The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. Now this one's been hot on BookTube. It's been all over BookTube. Everybody seems to be really excited about it. Everybody that has read the pre-release copies is really excited about it, and so I am too. This will not be a day one read, but I do hope to read it eventually. I do love Joe Abercrombie's writing, and this is outside the first law from what I understand, so I'm very curious to see what he does outside of the first law world. So we shall see. The next one on this list is a book called Discovery. And this book is written by our own John Minton from Talking Story. He and his wife and his son got together and they wrote this book together and created a publishing company and the whole nine yards. I'm really excited to get to this book. I was sent a pre-release copy of it. I was sent an e-arc of it. And I am planning to read that this month, right here in March. That's one of my books that I'm planning to read. So if I haven't already started it by the time this video comes out, I probably will be shortly after that. And just so you're aware, guys, that book comes out on May 15th. All right, so the next book on the list is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. And this book comes out on June 10th. I'm really excited to get more from V.E. Schwab. I've read the first book in the Shades of Magic series, and I have read both books so far in the Villains saga. She's got another book from that series coming out soon, the final book. But I've been hearing a lot from her newsletter about Bury Your Bones, and it sounds like a really great book, something right up my alley. I think it's got vampires in it, and I'm totally down for vampires. So give me more V.E. Schwab. I'm down for it. It won't be a day one read, but I will be getting it and checking it out at some point. All right, so the next book on this list is While Darkness Gathers by Philip Chase. This is a sequel to the Adan trilogy, and it comes out on June 21st. And I don't know if this one will be a day one read for me, but I am hoping to read it sometime this year. And who knows, I may get it read in June as well. I just don't know what's going to come up on my reading plate, but if I can get to it, I will. We'll just see how that goes. But I'm really excited for Philip. The Adan trilogy is so great, and I hope you'll check it out, and I hope you will pick up While Darkness Gathers as well. The next book came to me out of left field, and that is The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown. I saw him announce it on Facebook just a month ago, I think it was. And I was not planning on a new Dan Brown novel this year, but I am so excited. This will be a day one read for me, and it comes out on September 9th. So I will be reading it as soon as it comes in. I will be putting in my pre-order for that book because I am all about more Dan Brown novels. This is the next book in the Robert Langdon series, and I have read all of the Robert Langdon novels and absolutely loved them. Some people don't like Dan Brown. A bunch of people do like Dan Brown, but I'm one of those that loves Dan Brown, and I will read it. If he writes it, I will read it. And yes, that's going to be a drop everything read for me. So there we go. Another drop everything read. Guys, Empire of the Dawn by Jay Kristoff has been announced, and it is being released on November 4th. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so excited for the final chapter in the Empire of the Vampire trilogy. Oh man, I can't wait. November 4th needs to come fast because I am super stoked. And yeah, I will be all over that book when it releases. You can bet your bottom dollar. In fact, you'll lose that bottom dollar if you bet it, because I will be reading that book. And the final book on this list, and this is a maybe, guys, but if we get a release date for this one, and it's this year, I will be reading it on day one as soon as it drops. And that is 12 Months by Jim Butcher. This is the next book in the Dresden Files series, and guys, you know I love Dresden. I am all over that. He finished writing the book. It's at the editor now, and if we get a 2025 release date, I will be reading that book. You can count on it. I will be there. I will be putting my pre-order in for that baby, and yeah, away we go. So, that is all I have for you on this list of new releases for 2025 that I am really excited about. Let me know some of yours, and let me know if you're excited about some of these I mentioned. Down in the comments below, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's get excited together. And like I said, if you have some that I wasn't aware of that are releasing this year, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you think I should check them out. And until next time, guys, Make sure you read more books. I will talk with you soon.